Welcome to video number 5, demographics. We're going to dig deeper into the customer profile so that we can understand what kind of person visits these roofing sites or these HVAC sites that we will be developing. If you can do that, you will set yourself up for success and you will be able to increase your conversion rates in terms of the content that you post onto your sites, the pictures that you use, and everything has to appeal specifically to the demographics. So this is very vital to your starting of your successful high converting site. So that's why demographics. Demographics of the leads or prospects of the companies. We've got to create a customer profile, and I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to do that. We can do that so we can create a site that targets this specific type of person. You want to know their needs, their problems, what keeps them up at night, and much, much more so that you can provide them with a half solution. What I mean by half solution is you provide them with kind of an idea of, okay, what do I need to do next? So the thing they need to do next, which is the other half of the solution, will be basically filling out the form, the free estimate quote, and so forth. The question is, how will you be able to create content that will appeal to this specific person's needs? And the key to all this is basically creating that customer profile. Doing so will help you create the high converting site. It'll also help you create short pieces of content that will help you create a high converting site. So content, images, and so forth. Now keep in mind you don't need a lot of content on these sites. These are sites specifically made to get people to the site and take action and fill out the form. And if you understand, a lot of people that, especially local, they do a search for roofing. They primarily want to know the phone number or even compare the roofing companies. That's what they're interested in, and you don't really need to supply too much content. Otherwise, they're going to get overwhelmed and they're going to go to a different website. So with that said, let's use an example here of a roofing niche. So before I build a site that appeals to people who are looking for roofers to either replace their roof or patch up holes in the roof that are leaking and repair their roof, I need to do a quick customer profile. So what I want you to do is go to a site called Alexa.com, then go to a site called Quantcast.com, as you can see here, QUANTCAST.com, and then I want you to open up WordPad or Notepad or something that you can create the customer profile within. So basically step 1, step 2, and then step 3. So the reason why we want to go to Alexa.com is simple, because Alexa.com provides you with a lot of top sites that get a lot of traffic. Now, they may not necessarily get the exact data of the site that's getting a lot of traffic, but all I want to know is the highest sites, simply because all I need to do is plug that into Quantcast, and then that will give me the data that I'm looking for. So if I go to Alexa here and I type in roofing contractors, and you can try a number of different keywords if you want to do that as well. So it looks like we got nrca.net, which is, I don't know what that is. Let's see, finding roofing contractors possibly. Now I want to visit the site just to make sure that what I'm dealing with is something that I really want. So it says National Roofing Contractors Association. And you want to make sure that the type of people who are looking for roofing companies visit this site. Now, this site may be attracting like roofing contractors. So this isn't really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for sites where people go to find roofing contractors. So let's try roofingcontractor.com. So I paused this video and I took a look at several different sites so that you didn't have to look at me sift through all of them. But basically I went with the roofingcontractor.com, Horvey.com, which seems to be a roofing company itself, eLocal Roofers, and Roofing Networks, which is actually this site is actually run by Networks itself. But basically what I want to do is simply copy the domains into quantcast.com and see if I get any results, because some sites will actually not give any results. Like this one here has some results. I'm going to open up a few more tabs. As you can see here, I got 3 more tabs because I want to take a look at all these other sites here. So I'm going to go to Quantcast, a blank site here, do a search for Horvey. And then I'll paste this here and do the same thing. Okay, these 3 sites. Okay, so if you go down here, it says US demographics, and it might be different in your country, but what I try to stick with usually is the age, male or female, this, and this. If you're in different countries, it might be different in terms of the ethnicity and race. But as we can see here, male and female, it's about average. Female is a little more. Looks like older age, about 35, especially 55 years old to 65. No kids, earning $0 to $100,000 a year. No college. That's interesting. Caucasian, Hispanic. And if I go here, let's take a look at this again. No kids. That's that college, Asian and other. And then age 35 to 44. So what I'm trying to figure out is a pattern. Like, is this giving me a consistent pattern? I see a consistent pattern in terms of the age, no kids, and how much money they make, and the ethnicity. But when it comes to male and female, it seems to be about average in both cases. Now, another thing I can do here is under Quantcast, you can type in roofing and see what we get. And I went to Quantcast and typed in roofing, and it gives you 3 websites, roofingtalk.com. And let's take a look at the site. And I'm looking at the site, and it seems like it's more for roofers, so that's not necessarily the target audience that we're looking for. Now, Roofing Networks is one of the main sites, so I know that a lot of people that go here actually are looking for roofing companies. So I'm going to go by this demographic profile. I'm going to open up WordPad and simply copy it over. So it looks to me male and female seem to be about equivalent, but it seems the age bracket is about starting at 34 and above. Primarily people that are 55 to 65 plus, with no kids, 0 to about 100,000. Now, I saw a consistent of no college to college. And then I saw, it looks like Caucasian, Hispanic, and other seem to be the primary. So that's basically it, and that gives us an idea of who we're dealing with possibly. Now, we don't know exactly, but we're pretty close to the demographics of who we're dealing with. So now that you know the demographics, we can move on to the next videos and talk about research in terms of basic keyword research and LSI keyword research and so forth. That will help us basically get things created successfully and targeting the right person.